Hello and welcome to another episode of the Upriver Crawfish. I'm your host, Sankara. Today we'll be talking about Mali. There have been various developments in Mali. The latest was on sometime last week. Danish special forces have been sent to Mali without the approval of the Malian government. So the Malian government asked them to leave. They said they will leave. France got pissed about it, and they and their European partners have gotten pissed about it. So France wants to continue their colonial project in Africa, and so they incorporated all their European colonialist brothers to join them. So they form an operation called Operation Barkhane. And within Operation Barkhane, they have Task Force Takuba. Task Force Takuba has all these European countries sending troops without the Malian government's acceptance, sending troops in the country. The truth is, they are not fighting no terrorism there. They are there really to maintain the terrorists so that they can have justification to stay in the country, dominate the country's economy, and continue their imperialist project. Remember, the U.S. war on Libya is the one that ushered in all these so-called terrorists. The U.S. war was codenamed Operation Odyssey Dawn. Odyssey Dawn. Odyssey is a journey. Dawn is the beginning. So the beginning of a journey. What journey was beginning? Was the journey to begin recolonization of Africa. That's what they're trying to do. The truth be told, Africa as a whole has been recolonized. Only two independent African countries exist on that continent right now. There's Algeria and there's Eritrea. Short of that, the rest are not independent. Ethiopia is fighting right now for their independence. Hopefully, they can succeed, but they are fighting right now for that. But take a look, listen to this nonsense report here with the French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian talking about the Malian government power hungry and that the government is illegitimate. I kid you not. These people really do think that they own the continent of Africa. And you can't blame them because they have traitors in Ecowas that they control all around them. That's why they won the elections. All around them, they will support, they will use their media entities, they pump money into traitors, blackface traitors that go and sell out their own country, their own people, their own continent. That's what the Ecowas is doing now. Put sanctions on Mali. I mean, this is really vexing. Take a look, listen.
Aimed at assisting Malian troops in fighting jihadist violence, the Takuba task force is the latest victim in an ongoing dispute with Mali and international partners. On Monday, Mali's junta insisted on an immediate withdrawal of newly arrived.
If we are partners, if we are partners, well, I can stop the partnership at any time. They put international partners. So if I don't want you there, what's the problem? Yeah, I don't want your soldiers fighting for me. So what's the problem? Why it bothers you more than me?
Danish soldiers, saying their presence was without legal basis. The move has caused outrage in Europe, but Malian residents say it's justified.
We must recognize that Mali has already taken a first step towards full independence. If it takes people whom we know nothing about coming to our country and the government asking them to leave, that's a good thing.
Exactly
withdrawal
right.
is a blow to France, which leads the Takuba mission and has thousands of troops in Mali as part of its anti-jihadist task force. Relations between Paris and Bamako have been on a steady decline ever since the junta seized power in an August 2020 coup. On Thursday, the French foreign minister blasted the ruling military, calling them power-hungry.
This deployment has a solid legal basis and was previously agreed to by the Malian authorities. This is a new sign of recklessness. This junta is illegitimate and is taking irresponsible measures.
Earlier this week, France's defence minister accused Mali's junta of multiplying provocations. The military responded by telling Florence Parly to keep quiet and to stop interfering in the country's internal affairs. The saga cast doubt on wider European participation in sub-Saharan African anti-terror efforts. Norway, Hungary and Portugal are set to send troops later this year, but are still waiting for deployment approval.
And they shouldn't get no deployment approval. I mean, what nonsense is this? Who the hell are they? They really do think that they own Africa. We need to teach these French people some lessons. I really would like one day to have the opportunity to build an African military that prepare for France. They are cowards. They only know to fight people who can fight back or who are not trained enough. I would really like to build a military to go up against them. In the meantime, let me take a look at these African traitors. Let's start with Alassane Ouattara. They claim he was supposed to have left power ever since, but he was brought in by France through a war they orchestrated in Ivory Coast. That's how come he came to power. Yeah, brought him to power. Put him in there. He was supposed to have left. His term was finished, but they secure him there. You hear no longer people talking about him leaving. But that's the idiot that in there. He's one of the groups that joined together in Ecowas to go against the Malian authorities and the Malian people. Then there is Macky Sall. He too. He was supposed to have left power a long time, and there was a riot in Senegal about his rule as well. Another incompetent, greedy fool. That's another one of the Africans' traitors. Then let's go with the salamander. This one I really hate. He's a Freemason. Gets on TV, speaks, acts like he's a Pan-Africanist and he likes Africa, and jumps on the flight, takes $30,000 flight to Europe to go beg them for money, which he pockets. Yeah, that's the idiot. And then let's come to another one who's part of this. Ali Ben Bongo, right? Another little idiot. He too, his dad, again supported by France. His dad was president of Gabon. Now he came to power. His coming to power too was another controversial stuff, and he's there stealing money in that country. And let me find our favorite Liberian. George Weah. Incompetent fool. He was a footballer, did well as a footballer, but very incompetent. Doesn't know squat. These are the people who form Ecowas and went against their own people in Mali. The Malian people approve of the junta actions. That's all they need. They do not need any at all. They do not need any approval from the West as to whether the junta are doing well or not. The junta only needs approval from the Malian people. The Malian people side with them, not France. This is ridiculous. Anyway, like, share, comment by all means, and I'll talk to you guys later on. I'm really annoyed with this thing. This is really annoying, especially the part with those black faces supporting a colonial piece of crap like France.